out of your chair can be dangerous.
On the actual
I should have just brought my
which is a pain to get to on iPads.
Yeah, it's written on the wall.
Sitting on the wall.
We will
yeah,
resolve
so-
this issue.
So,
I have the writable one, I don't know if you see
It's how we always do
the
it.
writable one,
We
it
write
just has
notes
additional
on the wall.
spaces put into it.
Yeah,
And that has all the stuff in it.
It has all the motions.
Uh-huh. Oh, no, no, no. No,
See,
it
that's what I'm
doesn't.
looking
It
for.
doesn't, yeah.
I'll just do my best. Yeah.
We were trying to make it consistent throughout, and it didn't quite get resolved the way that we intended.
It will be better next time.
There's a lot of room for improvement,
Such a
too.
riveting piece.
Oh, maybe
I don't know.
Where is it on the?
I don't know why I didn't notice
Got
it,
it.
because I didn't look at
It's
it.
number, it's
When he
just
gave
the
it to me
items we
last
voted on,
Friday.
they're not
Well,
in the.
I thought he was just gonna
Not in
change
the
it. Like, how do you
standard
really
format
see
that
what
they
it
normally
is?
are, or typically have been.
Probably.
So, like she said, there's
But
something.
she.
Because that's what he said, right? He must have just not thought about it again, because normally
Yeah, we
it's
do
done.
too,
I
but
know.
we have to scroll
And
through
Yeah,
so
but
he
everything.
just
that's
put it
just what I
together and
did.
posted it. I'm sure is what happened.
Well-
Yeah.
But I follow along, so I can
Right,
follow
Yeah,
along
yeah.
and,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, so what I'll do is when we get this stuff, I'll just read.
That makes sense.
yeah, and I'll go, if I'm the one, I'll
So
go
start out
back
to me.
and.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
I
will
got, I'm
test-
following.
Well, so I noticed because I had. Yeah.
7 o'clock, let's call meeting to order. Roll call.
Barlow,
Here.
Bergeron,
Here.
Brem,
Here.
Devroy,
Here.
McLean,
Here.
Grezicki,
here,
Rocha,
Here.
Stenzelbarton,
Here.
Tassava.
Here. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What? I stuck it up today. I started looking at it. Everybody get a chance to look at the agenda? Excuse me.
Yeah, I'll make the motion to approve the agenda as written. Support.
We need to amend it.
We actually do need to amend the agenda. Item 10G, tree planting, no longer needs to be on the agenda because the low bid was below the threshold that council needs to approve. And there is an addition at your desk of a modification to the interlocal agreement with the schools. So my suggestion is just to replace that.
I didn't know if you're gonna
Okay.
do that at your city manager's report.
Well, you have to approve it, so,
Okay. But we
Okay.
don't approve your report?
no, not typically.
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda
Yes, ma'am.
as amended.
second.
Removing G and adding. The addition of the
We're just gonna-
interlocal agreement.
We're just gonna move, we're gonna keep G, but we're gonna substitute it with modification to interlocal agreement.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yep.
Okay, motion by McLean, supported by Rezegi, to approve the agenda as amended. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Okay, in your packet, you have the minutes of the September 22nd, 2025 regular meeting minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Bergeron. Rezegi, voice is a little deep tonight.
Yeah.
Motion by Rezegi, supported by Devroy. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Okay, you're given a copy of your September 22nd, 2025 closed session minutes. Entertain a motion to approve, place on file.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. Okay, motion by Barlow, supported by Brem, to approve the September 22nd, 2025 closed session minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Item C, approval of September 29th, 2025 special meeting minutes. Any additions or corrections to that?
I move we approve the September 29, 25 special meetings minutes as written.
Okay, motion by Stencil Barton,
Support.
supported by McLean. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Public hearing, we have none. Public comment. At this time, anybody, a member of the public would like to get up and talk? Tell me who you are and I'll give you 3 minutes.
Hi, my name is Summer Robertson. I live at 25 Ironside Drive in Hastings. I'm a part of Ward 4. I'm a veteran of the United States Navy, and I currently serve my community as the Berry County Veterans Navigator. I'd like to request that the council consider amending the current city ordinance in section 90-835, keeping of animals. It states that residents within the city limits can have up to 4 chickens on a half acre of land, adding 1 additional chicken if residing on 1 full acre, and for 1.5 acres, adding 1 more chicken to equate to 6 chickens in total. This ordinance doesn't seem to be thoughtfully written for the city residents having more land than others. It makes sense to have fewer chickens on a smaller parcel of land, but not for those of us within the city limits having multiple acres of land. My family currently sits on 2.6 acres within the city limits. Currently, Michigan House Bill 4049 suggests that city residents could have up to 5 chickens for every quarter acre, not to exceed 25 chickens within the city limits. That House bill has has bipartisan support, and it has great support within Berry County as well. I'd like to request that Hastings update the ordinance to reflect what is being proposed at the House. I believe that residents having an adequate amount of property should be encouraged and supported in providing high quality nutrition to their families. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Okay, formal recognitions and presentations. No presentation by Dave Hatfield tonight. Items for action by unanimous consent, receive and place on file 15, Receive and place on file 14 invoices totaling $613,407.30.
So moved.
Okay, motion by McLean, do I hear support?
Support.
Support by Devroy, to receive and place on file 14 invoices totaling $613,407.30. This is all stuff that's in the budget, been approved, and this is just placed on file, so, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Okay, we have a second reading and adoption of ordinance number 632. Everybody get a chance to look at that. This is a second reading. Any questions on this? Dan or Sarah can probably answer it. Any questions at all? Do I hear a motion to adopt ordinance number 632?
I'll make that motion. I support that motion.
Okay, motion by Brem, supported by Rezegi, to adopt ordinance number 632. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Devroy,
Yes.
Barlow,
Yes.
Stencil Barton,
Yes.
Rocha,
Yes.
Bergeron,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Brem,
Yes.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Okay, item 10A, second reading, excuse me, I already did that one. First mistake. Item B, first reading of ordinance number 633. You want to tell us anything about this, Dan or Sarah? Flip coin.
Yes, the draft ordinance 633 has been recommended by the Planning Commission. By adopting this ordinance, there would be the creation of a 3 to 4 family overlay district in the city of Hastings. primarily in the area identified in the future land use map. I believe is Exhibit C. It's a lot of the areas in the R2 district. It's not called out specifically, but it's areas to the north and to the south of the central business district. So what the intent of the ordinance is, as you're all well aware, the master plan that was adopted back in 2021, it identified housing as the most crucial need for the city of Hastings to address. City Council, Planning Commission have already added accessory dwelling units as a housing task. They've also identified that and changed the ordinance so that duplexes, two-family residences, could be occupied in other areas other than on the state highway as it was before. So this is kind of a third task the Planning Commission took up to kind of bring some more, the opportunity for more of a gentle density to an overlay district. It would be subject to rezoning by an applicant. And basically how it would work is generally density is classified by the number of units divided by the acreage. So in the city of Hastings, block areas are approximately 110,000 square feet or 2.5 acres. So for a traditional block of 10 dwelling units in a block, divided by the 2.5, you come up with a density of 4 units per acre. The adoption of this ordinance and this zoning district would allow an increase to 6 units per acre. So it would allow for, in a conventional city block, in the areas identified in the master plan, that if someone was going to or had the desire to either construct or add on to an existing single-family residence, they would be able to make application to the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission would review their site plan, and as a part of that, they would review the density aspects. If it's greater than, if that block is identified to be greater than a density of 6 units per acre, number one, the applicant would be told that up front prior to making application, but if it was not, then it would go in front of the Planning Commission. In cases where, and we've seen this, where in the past some of these larger Victorian homes were converted to 2, 3, 4 family units, that has to be taken into consideration if someone wants to make application to have a rezoning to the 3 to 4 family overlay district. If there's already, say, 2 or 3 to 4 family dwelling units on a block, it's highly unlikely that that applicant would meet the 6 units per acre requirement. So it does recognize that there have been conversions in the past of single-family residences to 3, 4 families, and that's the ordinance takes that into consideration. It also, takes into consideration that we are, as a city, trying to bring in some gentle increase in density to assist with the housing demand that's out there. This ordinance also allows the zoning administrator, if an applicant wants to just convert a home with no external or exterior addition or increase in size, the zoning administrator has the ability to review the request, do the calculation for unit density per acre, and render decision reviewing the same exact information the Planning Commission would. So with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions. It's a lot of information, but.
Anybody have any questions? Go ahead.
As a matter of fact, one, you answered gentle density housing, which I had no idea what it was. Could that be explained in the ordinance itself? Phrases changed meaning over the years. What it means today might mean something different 3 years from now. So could that be explained in this ordinance? Would that be out of place in the ordinance?
I don't recall, is it specifically outlined in the ordinance as
It is
gentle
not right
density?
now. It just says gentle density housing.
In the ordinance itself?
Yeah.
I don't have the
Sure,
ordinance
well, that's what I
memorized.
took the note on. That's what I quoted, 10B.
And what that refers to is in the R2 zoning district, which is the largest residential zoning district that we have. Many houses fall within that. The current density per acre is 5.45. So
5.45
units per acre.
units. All right.
So the term gentle density means it's being gently increased to basically half a unit an acre. So that's basically what it's referring to.
Right, right after,
I see that in the memo. I don't see it in the ordinance itself. Could you?
yeah, I read it in the memo, and I wrote a note in 10B, says gentle density housing, how to increase housing for people living without increasing the density.
So it's not a definition within the ordinance itself.
Right.
It's not referenced in the ordinance text.
Should it be, or could it be?
I
Would it be
don't.
appropriate to be?
I don't think so. The ordinance does reference various purposes, which point back to the things that are established in the master plan and in this text, or in this section of the ordinance, and that's really what's suitable for that. So the reference in the memo was different language to kind of point to those same kinds of ideas.
Okay. Another one was in section 90-350, purpose of B and D. Oh, use of the idioms gentle density and missing middle. I wrote should be defined. Missing middle, what it means today won't be what it means 5 years from now. That was in section 90-350.
I gotta believe the missing middle isn't gonna change from now for 10 years. Because you're still gonna have them people in the middle. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it has certain meanings because some people have adopted it to refer to affordable housing or workforce housing when they don't want to use that language, even though missing middle's traditionally more a reference to a form and structure of housing. So it can have multiple meanings. I also did see gentle density referenced in the purpose here, and I don't know why it didn't come up when I searched in the PDF. It only came up in the memo. It is in the ordinance text reflected in purpose. So I think this is all included in the master plan, and so those definitions would be referenced in the master plan document itself. That's what this seems to indicate.
Okay, and one more was at section 90-351. Any lawfully conforming use shall be permitted to continue. What if it isn't conforming? Who decides, and what's the requirement for failure? If somebody isn't conforming, what happens to them?
So that would be up to the zoning administrator to make that interpretation.
Okay.
And it's based on when the changes were made. I don't know if you want to expound on that more, Dan?
Sure. So your question was about lawfully non-conforming?
No, yeah, right. If it's not conforming, what happens? Who decides and what happens? What can they do? Can it be fixed? Or are they just going to be slapped around a little bit?
Well, there are, and again, this town's been around 150 plus years. Zoning ordinance came much later after the city was formed. So, there's circumstances where there's legal non-conforming aspects in a lot of different zoning districts, meaning it was legal at the time of the adoption of the ordinance. It doesn't conform to the current ordinance, which is fine. Legal non-conforming is fine. The only caveat to that is if the property owner wants to expand that non-conformity, then the zoning administrator is going to say, no, you can't, unless you seek relief from the Zoning Board of Appeals. The Zoning Board of Appeals is the only body that can grant relief from nonconformity. So as long as the the property, the use is being used without expansion, that's fine until, whenever. It's whenever time that the applicant or the property would want to increase that size, that nonconformity, then they would, generally, number one, they'd have to first seek rezoning from the planning commission. And if the planning commission would not grant a rezoning, then their next appeal would be to seek relief from the zoning board of appeals.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Like I said, this is the first reading, so, study it a little bit, and if you have any questions, we'll readdress this in 2 weeks, so. Okay?
Thanks, Dan.
Okay, item C, final clarifier number 2, construction contract approval. Who wants to start out on this one? Vern, you want to go up there and tell us what's happening down there? I think everybody had a chance to read this information. There was a lot of it here, so. And we've been talking about it for a little while.
Yes. Good evening. So this is final clarifier 2. We have a bid sheet inside your packet there, and we're just looking for approval on the Allied Mechanical bid that was received. If you have any questions, I do have Ford, our contracted operator here, and we have Brad Lyons with Moore & Bruchink that could answer any technical questions you might have.
Everybody get a chance to look at this, the specs and the bid? Any questions of Vern while we got him up there? Ann made a statement to me here a while ago that we toured Lowell's sewage treatment plant last week, and she really understands how a sewage treatment plant works now, right?
I could visualize this whole clarifier.
Yeah, I got 2 hours, and I tell you, because of that, I understood what was going on. And because most of the time I don't understand anything that's going on. But this, because of the tour I had, I felt smart.
Okay, if there's no questions, entertain a motion to accept a proposal from Allied Mechanical Services and to approve a construction contract for the wastewater treatment plant improvement. Final clarifier number 2, project the amount of $494,000 with a contingency of $24,000. Total authorization costs $518,700.
I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion by Stenzel-Barton, supported by Barlow, to accept the proposal from Allied Mechanical Services and to approve a construction contract for the wastewater treatment plant improvements. Final clarifier number 2, project the amount of $494,000 with a contingency of $24,700 for a total authorized cost of $518,700. Any questions? Roll call.
Bergeron,
Yes.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Stenzel-Barton,
Yes.
Barlow,
Yes.
Rocha,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Devroy,
Yes.
Brem,
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Next item, you might stay right there, Vern. We have design engineering service estimate from Moore & Bruchink to approve an additional $10,000 for design and bidding oversight and construction administration and inspection engineering for a total of $44,000. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve the additional $10,000 for design and bidding, oversight and construction administration and inspection engineering for a total of $44,000.
Do I hear support?
Support.
Okay, motion by McLean, supported by Devroy, to approve an additional $10,000 for design and bidding oversight, construction administration, and inspection engineering for a total of $44,000. Questions? Roll call.
Rocha,
Yes.
Bergeron,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Stenzel-Barton,
Yes.
Devroy,
Yes.
Barlow,
Yes.
Brem,
Yes.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Great job explaining, Bernard.
Thank you.
Okay, also in your packet, it's that time of year again, we're looking to do some street line painting. The city received one bid for this project. This contract will include center line, fog line, bike lanes, turn lanes, symbols for streets, parking lots, and parks. The bid is from Michigan Pavement Markings for $35,907. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the street line painting by Michigan Pavement Markings for $35,907.
Okay, motion by McLean, supported by Devroy, to approve Michigan Pavement Markings bid of $35,907 for street line, and is that going to be stop bars and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. So,
Hang on a minute. So, we had a motion and support. Go ahead, explain what's going on. Tucker wandered and burned in.
Just funning with you.
so yeah, this is gonna be for stop bars and everything too. One thing I'm gonna do different after this year, is I've been talking to Shannon from Michigan Pavement Markings, which I've been dealing with for quite a few years. And we're gonna see about marking, doing the long lines this fall, as long as they can get in. And then the short ones we're gonna do in the spring, just because we'll get better wear and tear out of them, so to speak, because you won't get plowed over all of them. And then my other plan this year too is to go around and actually go with the list and make sure that we're getting everything that we got, and make sure we're not missing some stuff, some of the important stuff that we may need to have out there that we don't have for liability.
Any questions of Rob about street line painting? Thank you. Roll call.
Stenzelbarton.
Yes.
Barlow.
Yes.
Rocha.
Yes.
Bergeron.
Yes.
Devroy.
Yes.
Rezegi.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Brem.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Okay, next item, proposal from SME for incentive design services. Can I explain this one, Sarah?
Sure. So we've been approached, Dan and I have more and more frequently by developers who are interested in different tax abatements or the new TIF housing financing option. And we've relied on our knowledge and history of discussions that we've had with the City Council in the past to help negotiate some of those things with developers. As this has become more widespread, there's more options, and there's really quite a bit on the table right now that Dan and I are in discussions regarding various projects that are on the horizon. We felt that it would be advantageous to develop a incentive design policy. A lot of communities have these policies. It ensures that they're going to receive certain features from the development. It lets developers know what it is that we're expecting in exchange for some of these incentives. And it importantly helps us clarify up front what it is that we're looking for, what our goals are, so they're not wasting time and money going in a direction that's not going to ultimately be supported by you guys. So it expedites things, clarifies things, and ensures that we're making consistent and equitable choices with these incentives as we move into the future. So just because of the number of these that we've had and we're expecting more, we feel that this would be a useful and important tool for us to have. So we reached out to SME because we work with them quite a bit. We have a history there. There's one person in particular there who our city attorney recommended for work similar to this. So we're very confident that they'll do a good job for us and in a timely manner, as we do have some projects on the horizon.
Is there any room, Sarah, in that for flexibility as far as, okay.
Yeah, so it's not going to be something that's super rigid, but the
Okay.
flexibility will also have some boundaries to
Okay.
it as well, so
Okay.
that they have an idea of what it is that isn't going to be acceptable to you guys when they
Okay.
come with a brownfield plan or whatever it is.
So this
Okay,
is
sounds
like,
good.
I'm sorry.
Good question.
This is a list of guidelines? Is it? I guess I don't understand. Is it a paper or
Is it what? I'm sorry?
a paper?
Yeah, it'll be
essay
a
or
document.
a document.
It will be a document that outlines different kinds of incentives and different ways to distribute them and things that you guys still want to see. So an example is housing affordability, right? So if one of your goals is housing affordability, there may be a threshold of how many units have to have a certain level of affordability to get X, Y, or Z incentive.
All right, now I understand that better.
Any other questions?
Have we budgeted for this?
Not specifically, but we have funds available for it.
So I'm just going to get this off my mind since I saw it on the transportation and expenses. So they request that they get to mark up their expenses 20% at our expense? Is that what that says? I think I'm just not used to anything like that, where you go out to dinner and you write that off as an expense because you're here and you're doing whatever, and according to them, they get to add 20% to that, which I assume would be on us. One dinner I can understand, but if it's a whole bunch of them, it might be a deal.
Page 73 at the bottom.
Yes, thank you.
Page
Oh.
73 at the bottom. 73.
I took,
53
Mike, and I could be wrong, I took that as, we're paying them $5,500 for the document. They provided this as, in the future, we need more than the $5,500 paid for the document. But I could be wrong, I'll let Sarah answer because
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I felt smart before and
Yeah, because we also discussed with them doing ongoing work, like reviewing pro formas and such.
All right, I just thought I'd ask, because
I'll
I'm not
have to
used...
get back to you because I don't want you guys to wait while I pour through.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just not
this.
used to how it works in government, but I think for me, it's highly unusual that you would take an expense that you can write off and then charge your client an extra 20% above that.
Are you talking where it says transportation and expenses?
Yeah, it's
underneath that?
$1.40 a mile, and then it's any other costs, add 20%.
See, I think this is
I
more
can't
of
even find it in
their
here,
fee
so I'll have to
schedule
answer
for
later.
soil and all that stuff, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
Isn't this more of their schedule of fees for when they come in and do soil testing?
It's their general conditions.
Yeah, I don't think that
Yeah.
applies to us, Mike.
No,
I
I
think
don't
that's
think
it's
I think we're
additional and
$5,500
extra.
out the door on the document.
Then
correct?
that's what they charge.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's the way I read it.
I like that gig, that's a good gig.
Yeah, I think they've given us a general summary of their charges on
All right.
all their services.
So we have already negotiated with them a fixed fee to do this? I guess that maybe I
And
didn't
that's,
understand.
yeah, that's represented. It's 5,500.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, any other questions?
But good thought.
Yeah. Motion to approve the proposal from SME for incentive design service in the amount of $5,500.
I make that motion to approve the proposal by SME for the incentive design services for $5,500.
Support.
Okay, I do want to clarify something. So it's a not to exceed of 5,500 without them coming back to us, to Dan and I, and saying this is going to be
That was your
more and
motion,
this
right,
is
Ann?
why.
Okay. We'll get that motion. Your support, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we have a motion and support for SME for incentive design services for $5,500, not to exceed $5,500. Any further questions? Roll call.
Barlow.
Yes.
Rezegi.
Yes.
Brem.
Yes.
Senselbarton.
Yes.
Bergeron.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Rocha.
Yes.
Devroy.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Next item was your substitute item, local Modification of interlocal agreement. I entertain a motion to approve the modified interlocal agreement with Hastings Area School System to authorize the mayor and clerk to sign and to authorize any further non-substantive modifications to the document as approved by the city attorney.
I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
I'll support it.
Okay, motion by Stensel Barton, supported by Brem, to approve the modified interlocal agreement with Hastings Area School System, to authorize the mayor and clerk to sign, and to authorize any further non-substantive, what is that word?
Non-substantive?
There you go. Modification in the document is approved by the city attorney. Everybody get a chance to look at all this? Any questions? Roll call.
Brem.
Yes.
Rocha.
Yes.
Stenzelbarton.
Yes.
Bergeron.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Deveroy.
Yes.
Barlow.
Yes.
Rezegi.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Okay, 113 East State Street vacant parcel.
133.
133 East State Street.
You said 113.
That is.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I wouldn't make a mistake like that.
Throw the red flag.
It's like my wife. Who does it.
Okay, motion to approve staff to provide notice that we're accepting letters of interest for the property at 133 East State Street to approve the city manager to negotiate a purchase and development agreement with interested developers. I hear a motion?
Make that motion.
Oop, right on the
Brem.
piece. Motion by Brem, is there support?
I'll support Mr. Brem.
Discussion. Any questions?
This is
Yeah.
Vinnie's old place? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Mike, no, you go
It is
ahead.
Vinnie's old place.
That's all I.
I saw in the write-up we had about it that there was a dollar amount attached to it. Is that like an opening bid on auction?
So that is what we paid for it.
Okay.
To get it out of tax foreclosure. I have concerns about accepting more money than that because although we could certainly demonstrate that we weren't making a profit because we've lost so much money on this, I don't know quite how that jives with the new tax foreclosure purchase rules that are out there, that are still fairly new. I don't want to run the risk of having to give this person some money because we made a quote-unquote profit by receiving more funds for it in the sale than what we purchased it for. That's certainly a situation we don't want to be in because we've put, I don't know, at least $20,000, not even counting legal fees, into cleaning this property up. So that is why that dollar amount is on there, because that's what we acquired the property for when we purchased it in tax foreclosure.
So we can't take credit for what we've got invested in it on top of what?
We can attempt to. I'm not sure how that would play out.
Okay.
Our big deal is that we want to get somebody to go in and develop that property.
Absolutely,
Put
that's
something
what
in
we're
there.
looking for.
Has anyone showed any interest yet?
Yes.
No.
Any other questions? So we have a motion and support to approve staff to provide notice that we are accepting letters of interest for the property at 133 East State Street and to approve the city manager to negotiate a purchase and development agreement with interested developers. No further discussion? Roll call.
McLean.
Yes.
Barlow.
Yes.
Stenzelbarton.
Yes.
Deveroy.
Yes.
Rezegi.
Yes.
Bergeron.
Yes.
Rocha.
Yes.
Brem.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Item 11, staff presentations and policy discussion. We have none. City manager report.
So a couple of things. I did receive the draft of the EMS study that McGrath Consulting Services was working on for us. So there's just a few cleanup items on that, and then that will be available. So I anticipate that they'll be coming to present that report in about a month. So be on the lookout for that. We also received 17 applications for the assistant manager position. I've already done an initial review on them and narrowed it down to about 7 that I want to look at in greater detail. So I think that's really good news. It shows that there's a lot of interest in our community here. So that's all I have unless there's any questions.
Any questions? What kind of candy handing out for trick-or-treating?
So far, I have Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, and Caramel Apple Pops.
Oh, I'll be there.
I know,
Alright.
the caramel apple pops, yeah.
More to
Just trying to have a
come.
little fun tonight.
We're a little light on the chocolate option so far.
You didn't ask me what I was handing out.
Well, what are you handing out?
Jello shots.
Okay. City
I'll be
manager.
over.
All set? Move ahead. In your packet, you also have Fire Chief Jordan's monthly report. He's being educated for the next week. Arson investigation?
Yep, next couple of weeks.
Okay, and I just wanted to remind everybody that this is Fire Prevention Month, Rob. So make sure you change your batteries and your smoke detectors. What else should they do?
Radon detectors?
Make sure they go.
I'm glad you stopped.
Carbon monoxide.
I'll make sure you change your batteries and all your smoke detectors. Make sure everybody's got a safe way out, a good meeting place out in front of the house or somewhere around the house, so that if something does happen, everybody knows where their family is. Just, remember the number to 911 in a panic. It's hard to remember sometimes for everybody, no matter who you are. Sometimes it's even hard for people that run radios all the time to get on and say something too. So other than that, if you do need any smoke alarms, you can call down the fire department. We do install them under Michigan, state of Michigan program. So they're free of charge. So we will install them. So that's available too.
Do we advertise that at all?
I believe so, but you have to check with the chief for
It's
sure.
on our website.
I just wondered
it
if we...
gets quite a bit of use, actually.
Yeah, I just wondered if we put it on any social media or just to let people know.
These are through United Way, aren't they?
No, these are through the state of Michigan.
Okay. I know United Way was advertising. Any other questions of our assistant chief? Thanks, Rob. Also in your packet, Library Director Edelman's monthly report. If you have any questions, we can get a hold of him and he can answer anything. But item 13, reports and communications. Hastings Public Library Board of Trustees draft minutes, September 8, 2025. Item B, Hastings Public Library Board of Trustees draft minutes, October 6, 2025. Item C, YMCA updates for the City of Hastings, September 24, 2025. Item D, Rutland Charter Township City of Hastings Joint Planning Commission draft minutes from September 17, 2025. And item E, Thorn Upper River Trail Stakeholders Meeting minutes, September 22nd, 2025. Any questions on any of those? If not, entertain a motion to accept and place on file items A through D, or A through E, excuse me.
I'll make that motion. I'll support.
Okay, motion by Brem, supported by Barlow, to accept and place on file items A through E. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Public comment.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. Greg Taylor with Copper Rock Construction. I just wanted to thank the council again for holding a special meeting a couple weeks ago regarding the PUD modifications for the 420 East Mills LLC project. We appreciate all the support that the community has given to us on that project, and I wanted to mention that a little extra recognition that the project is receiving that I thought I'd like to congratulate the community on is while in town for the November 5th Economic Summit, the CEO of MEDC has specifically asked to tour the property so we can show that all of the hard work that you and others in this community put in on that project is moving forward. So I'd like to thank you all for your attention on that project. Thank Dan, Sarah, the rest of the city staff for everything that you've done to move the project forward. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Greg. Anybody else? Okay, mayor and council comment. Any comments tonight, Mike?
None for me, Your Honor.
John?
Aye.
Ann?
Well, I went to both of the mayor exchanges, and being a previous teacher, I took notes. I think they were a little worried after a while because of how many notes I was taking. But I was really impressed because of the need to do roads all the time and there never being the money to get roads done, and that they have had 500,000 in revenue from excise tax come in just from their marijuana dispensary. And it's taken care of a lot of their roads, so that was one thing that really stayed with me, and that they have spent 7.1 mil on roads since 2020.
Yeah, because that's when
Right.
recreational marijuana was legalized.
Uh-huh. So that and their light and power company, I was just really impressed with how well that ran, how they could keep things down beneath like other electric places for their residents in Lowell. So it was really impressive.
Jackie, anything tonight?
Oh, well, I will, because I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm going to now that Ann brought it up. I don't think any of us, or maybe John was here during the time, and Mayor, you probably were, when we opted out of allowing recreational marijuana in the city of Hastings. Could you enlighten us about why or what the premise was behind all of that? Or
I mean, that was before
is it something that we could revisit?
I can answer that.
Yeah, sure.
We opted out because we didn't have anybody willing to come in and want to do it.
Oh, I see.
And we
Okay.
didn't want to write an ordinance at the time to do that until somebody wanted to.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for somebody to want to, was
Oh.
the explanation.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just curious. It does generate a lot of revenue. And I'll speak from experience. It's about, last year it was $56,000 for every license, recreational license held. So it does add up quick, and it might be something we should look into.
Might be a little more difficult considering that 24% tax they just added to us.
That 24% tax is probably going to be passed on to the consumer.
Yeah.
And now that other communities have written an ordinance, we can follow theirs. At the time, it was brand
True.
new, and we had
True.
to
Right.
start from scratch.
I could probably quote it verbatim.
Okay.
Okay, I forgot what I was gonna say, so I'll pass on.
In fact, I know a nice little city up in Kent County that probably already has an ordinance written for the medicinal marijuana. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot to say. It was always love a nice crisp meeting in the fall.
Norman, anything?
I have nothing, sir.
Terry?
I have two things. The light on Mill Street, still blinking. Do you know how long it's going to be blinking? It has nothing to do with me. I was snagged at work.
I'm hoping that we can get a technician down this week to look at it. We don't have anybody in-house that can repair the traffic lights or is certified to repair them.
I lied. I blamed it on Copper Rock. I really did. I said, well, they're Copper Rock's got to, do something, so they had to do it. So I blamed you. Sometime this week, that's fine. Also, are there any grants for building improvements for companies?
Sure, depends on what they're doing.
They want to make their, I'm not speaking about anybody specifically, but they would like their building to look as good as what Copper Rock will look like when they're finished.
Is it in the DDA district?
Yep.
Yes, probably.
They may,
Who'd they talk to?
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan King, thank you.
John?
Yeah, actually, just real quick, who would I go to get an item on the agenda? I was looking through our procedures, I couldn't find an actual procedural.
Either me or her.
Okay, just,
Yeah,
and,
well-
and text or writing or anything.
Yeah, so in general, there needs to be at least some level of support from other council members. So I was actually just going to ask, because there was several comments about marijuana, but is that direction for staff? Is that just things being said? What, do you want us to look into something or bring it to you, or what are you hoping? So I don't know that. I don't know if that was what you had to say or something different.
It was definitely different. I wanted to see if there was, I wanted to talk about the ordinance on those, the chicken ordinance. I didn't want to look at that. But I didn't know how to go about even presenting that, putting that on the agenda.
Yeah,
so that's
if
why I was
there's some level of consensus that council members would be willing to have that on the agenda, then it can go on the agenda.
Yeah.
So those are two items, I guess, that are out there that I appreciate feedback on.
If we talked about, let's say we talked about chickens, we'd have to still refer it to the planning commission, won't we?
That's generally what would happen, because it's a zoning ordinance that restricts that number, and then it would come back to you.
What would it take on the marijuana to put it on and have it be discussed further?
Well, I guess I need to know what you're looking for. Are you looking for just information about what it would mean, just sort of general information and then go from there? Or do you want to work towards an ordinance to allow it and you already know that that's something you're interested in? I guess it depends on where you are in the decision-making process already.
I'll just say I am going to withhold from commenting because it's what I do for a living. So it's up to you. I mean, obviously I believe in it because that's what I do for a living. So I'm going to refrain from any more
I would like
commentary.
one of us, before we go to Sarah, get her involved, someone find a city in Hastings about our size who have done it. And I want somebody to do the research.
Do you want me to share some information? You can write the ordinance however you see fit.
So I can read it.
Huh?
I want somebody to find a city the size of Hastings who's done it and write up how
We just
they're doing it.
visited one.
We just visited.
This is Lowell.
I mean, I can tell you all
Lowell's
kinds
a
of
little
them.
smaller than Hastings.
All right, good, damn. I'll look at their website and find out about it that way.
Well, I
don't have enough information to even form decent questions.
Could we have a workshop on that?
Sure.
Like to bring all the information to the table to say this
Yeah,
is
maybe
what.
we just do some general information about what the options are, because as you said, there's a lot of wiggle
There's a
room
lot of
as
things
far
you
as
can
what's
do.
included and what's not and how that can be regulated. So maybe a little bit of information about that and the tax and potential revenue and those kinds of things. So we can do some sort of an educational overview just
that
to
would be
kind of get the
beneficial.
ball rolling. And then you can decide from there if you want it to be a future agenda item or give staff any level of direction about where to go from there. All right, and then with regard to your
Chicken.
question,
Yes.
I don't know whether that has support from at least a couple of people to get it on the
At least one
agenda,
more.
or?
Yeah, I would
I'm-
like
I'm
to
on
see that
board.
too,
Yeah.
actually.
I know when we first drafted that chicken ordinance, we beat it to death. Talked about it a long, long time.
That happens in a lot of communities regarding chickens and
Yeah,
signs.
but
So I can, again, and maybe in that same vein, provide information about what the ordinance is, maybe a little bit of background on the keeping of chickens. And Dan, you were here when they enacted that ordinance, so maybe a little bit of the history, and then you know whether it's something that you want to recommend to the planning commission to evaluate and make a recommendation back to you, or if it's not something that you want to have them work on. So we can put some basic information together in a memo, and you can decide from there. We've done that before with like parking and things like that. So we can definitely get that out to you.
I did want to clarify, I do that for a living, marijuana. I'm the regulation officer and for a neighboring community, so.
Actually smoke it for a living. Not just smoke it for your.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Anything else, John? Anything
That's
else?
it. Thank you, Mike.
So my comment that I forgot, went right through one side and the other. I really enjoyed Mayor Exchange with the city of Lowell. I think we learned a lot from the city of Lowell. They do some things, some of the things they do, they generate their own power over there. They're kind of a standalone electric, they have their own standalone electric company. They're not at the will of Consumers Energy or DTE or anything. That would be kind of expensive for us to do something like that. But we toured every little nook and cranny over there. I really appreciated the city of Lowell inviting us over there. But I think, just talking to the members that came here, and I think they had more council members come here than what we saw over there. And they were real impressed with pretty much everything we've done in Hastings the last few years. Our art, the downtown, the unique stores we have, and I'm looking forward to doing it again next year, and we'll have to figure out who we're going to see next. But anything else come before council tonight? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Support.
Motion by McLean, supported by Deveroy. To adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. We're adjourned.
Now you think I could
Now it's your vote.
The 6th of November.
I could have it.
So thrown off by not having a paper agenda.
I know. I feel like I'm just all over the place.
It's amazing how like